week's episode of Anime Club. We are in the Dirty Old Art classroom where every week we meet to talk about our favourite anime, our new anime, and anime that we're not so sure about. I'm not sure where this one's going to land this week, but to talk about it, I've got my lovely co-host, Christopher Reed. Say hi to the folks at home, Chris.
Alright, how you doing?
Yeah, all right, thanks. This week we're doing Devil May Cry. Keep rolling, 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 rolling.
So many 2000s references in this.
I know. Did it make you feel young again?
No, the opposite. It made us feel horribly old. All I thought of is if someone who's like, I don't know, 16 or 18 getting into anime now stumbles across this, they'd be like, is this what anime is like? I get none of these references. What's Rage Against the Machine?
Yeah.
What's Street Fighter?
Surely Rage Against the Machine haven't disappeared from cultural relevancy, have they?
Do you know what it is, Pheebs? I don't know what kids do these days.
And you know what? That's good, because if you did, I'd have questions. I think it's okay for us to not know what cool kids are doing, because we're just adults living our lives.
They just hang about on Bebo, picking the top 5 friends or something, don't they?
Oh my god, Bebo was such a problematic online space.
It was.
People talk about Snapchat being bad. Bebo.
Yeah.
Bebo, stole panties so that Snapchat could hang in the bushes outside your window. It's enough about unregulated internet spaces. We're watching Devil May Cry, based on the computer game franchise of the same name, and also, well, loosely, and also there was another anime, but I made you watch the most recent one that you hadn't seen. But there's also an anime that was released in like 2010.
Yeah, I'm sure I've seen some of that as well.
Yeah.
Can't remember it. And then I went, because this is on Netflix, obviously, so I went to look at it for watch it for this week's. Apparently, I've watched the first episode and just gave up. Don't know how long ago.
Oh, okay, that bodes well for our conversation today. So we both watched the first 3 episodes. I have also seen, about a year ago, watched the whole series, so I'll try to refrain from spoilers. But what would you say it's about?
It's about war kid Dante in the middle. He is a gunfire demon hunter. He is being hunted down because of his necklace that he wears there, the little red stone that he was given off his mother, who was eaten, as well as his brother, by demons. And apparently that necklace is one half of a full amulet that bridges the gap between Earth and Hell. And at the minute, there's some sort of blockade that's stopping all the big demons. Only the little ones can get through at the minute. And the little ones are like, we want my mates to come through, so we've got to get Dante. And the American government gets involved. Loads of hijinks.
Yeah. And there's also some sort of strange bunny demon who is like pulling the strings of all the strange demons. And as I was watching the first episode, the first demon that you see is inhabiting a baby, and I'd forgotten how funny that was. Because, like, literally the first time you see Dante, he's basically threatening a baby and then gets whacked in the face by a handbag, and I'm like, we're in for a fun time.
Yeah.
This kind of does away with all of the, like, Dante is a cool guy in the first 5 minutes. He's a bit of an idiot.
Yeah, I remember at the end of last week's episode, I said, because I played Devil May Cry when it first came out, and that was where I first learned the word melancholy, because you have got to get a melancholy stone and stuff like that, and it is proper 2000s emo kid wearing a trench coat in the schoolyard kind of thing in
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Any minute now, he's gonna have a mate in a fedora rock up. Like,
My
do you know what I
demon.
mean? Yeah. But here's the thing. I was one of those kids. Those kids were my friends.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for sure. I still am one of those kids. It's why I love Lee so much.
Oh, emo Lee.
Um, Emo Lee. What were your first impressions of the anime? So you've watched 3 episodes, yeah?
Yeah. I really liked it. I really like
Mm,
the animation style. Some of it was a bit different. It's really fast paced. The plot's good. It's got some good jokes in there as well. At no point was I ever me eyes wandering to me phone because a bit of a slow bit or I'm not really
yeah.
interested. There's always something to look at. The thing that I wasn't impressed with on my first impressions was the weird mix of 3D and 2D. Do you know when you get
Oh
the
yeah.
the demons and the kind of like the new style of Berserk or the new kind of Trigun? I'm
Yeah.
not sure how I feel about them mixing that together.
See, I quite like it. And they also do a lot of stuff around like playing with color palettes.
Hmm.
So it has like a very red color palette, but occasionally they'll flip stuff into the negative.
Yeah,
And they do it in the opening sequence a lot as well, where he's like chomping on pizza and stuff. And then you've got what's his brother called? Virgil? No,
yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah,
Virgil. I'm pretty sure they're both named after Renaissance poets, Dante and Virgil.
yeah, I
That's
think
the
they are.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So, but you like obviously like his crystals like he has like a much more blue sort of toned palette as well. So you get like the contrast between red and blue and the complementary contrasting colors. I really like the art style for this. And there is some debate, do we class this as anime? Because it's not technically Japanese. Um,
yep,
and you could argue that, it's like, I suppose it depends how pure you want to be. Like Asian animation, is that anime or is it just Japanese animation that's anime? Or is like anime just referring to like animated, which is what it literally means?
yeah.
Um,
I think because
or like do you only
we were
class
talking.
hand drawn anime as anime? Do you know what I mean? Like it depends on like where you are on the spectrum of weeby arsehole. Sorry, I mean purist.
Yeah, because we had a little bit of a conversation about this before we started, and we came to the conclusion. It was like, why would you stop yourself watching a broader range of stuff because of a name?
Yeah. Also, so much. So here's the other thing: is that so many studios, like bring in influences. Like you have um, like one of the examples we were talking about is cyberpunk.
Mm,
So this is part of you were saying you were reading up about it, and actually this as well as cyberpunk were part of Netflix's like plan
push
to
to
turn, yeah,
yeah, but
to
to
push
turn games into viewable series kind of thing, like
yeah,
Castlevania.
Castlevania, yeah, is another one. And if you like take Cyberpunk, for example, Cyberpunk is, I think it's like a Polish, Eastern European like game studio, animated in Japan, directed by an American. And you also like in the history of anime, you have like things like Afro Samurai. It's an American studio. But I think if you were to put that up in like a kind of like a lineup of is it a cartoon, is it anime, you would push it towards the anime end. And I think that's the same for Devil May Cry. Like if you were going to put a lineup of like images, you would say, is this anime? Is this a cartoon? I'd push this towards the anime, just in terms of its themes, its like approach to storytelling, and its character design.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I have from looking at pictures of this, I have seen that. I think it was in one episode or some parts of it. Changes the animation style to a more simplistic
yeah.
as well. which I don't mind.
I think it kind of keeps it fun. It's a very fast-paced story,
Mm.
and actually breaking up the animation style is another way that they add to that dynamism. They keep it dynamic. You know when your
I
brain just bails on a sentence halfway through?
yeah,
That happened in real time just then.
it's fine. It's fine. I'm not editing it out. Don't
Fun.
ask us to.
Yeah, no, I didn't expect you to. Why would I expect you to try and make me look cool and competent? That's insane.
Might add a couple of fart sound effects or something as well.
Yeah, fair. Do you want me to pull some fart faces just to...
I do have to say though, while the story is fast paced and it is quite action packed, I don't think I don't know if it's because I've played the game that the story's a bit predictable. It's not.
Yeah,
It's not the most complex anyway.
it's definitely not convoluted. There's a conspiracy. The it's demons versus humans. And two twin boys who sit in the middle, and can brotherly love overcome a life of strife and pain?
Yeah.
Is that's basically every game of Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
even after you get like, I think because at some point you play as Virgil and then as like Virgil's son as well as Dante's nephew in the later games.
Oh.
It's like but it's still the same. Still the same story of, can humanity win, and will we prevail against the forces of hell? But I do think there are some, like later on in the anime, there are some nice twists, which, because I hadn't played the game for so long, I I was like, oh, that's quite good, and I don't know if I saw it coming quite that way. Like I knew something was afoot, but I wasn't like shocked, but I was pleasantly surprised, I would say, by some of the little twists that they added.
Right. Right. Is the bunny guy a good guy or something?
No, sort of. He becomes sympathetic. He becomes very sympathetic, which but that's just a mark of a good storytelling. You have to want to like the villain, I think.
Uh, is he actually Sparda in a bunny costume?
But how many times did you want to shout, "This is Sparta!"
Yeah.
every time they talk about like the sword of Sparta?
Oh, they mentioned that as well in it. Like one of the men
Yeah,
is
they
just like,
do.
oh
In the first episode, they mention it.
yeah, and he's like, no, Sparda with a D. Oh,
Yeah.
but I do
Yeah.
worry that
I
like,
think
oh, sorry, go on.
no, you worry that.
Oh, that not a lot of people who are younger people get these references, but then I think definitely think this is made for people our age and our
So yeah, here's the thing. I don't think it's so reference heavy that even if you miss the references, it will be a problem, because it's got like a sense of humor. Like it gets goofy at times, but it's
yeah.
also got some great fight scenes. It's got bang it, like, oh my god, I was about to say the most middle-aged thing I've ever said in my life, which is the soundtrack's absolutely banging. But it has got a really rocking soundtrack. And the thing is,
Oh no.
now that I've become self-aware, now that I've become self-aware of how old I sound, I'm locked into this voice, this particular old lady voice that I can't shake.
Oh no.
Oh
Oh.
no. Oh no. Um yeah, there we go. There goes our audience. Unsubscribe. Don't forget to leave a hate comment down below.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Fine, it's fine. Share this with someone you hate.
Oh,
It's a whole different marketing strategy. It's like aggressive anti-marketing. Um, but yeah, I think it's kind of I think it's okay if you don't get them all. I think it is aimed squarely at people who were alive and playing the game when it first came out though. I think it's like deliberately like going, this one's for you guys.
yeah.
So I think there is an extra level of appreciation you will get if you were born before the 2000s.
Yeah, yeah, I get that.
Yeah. Yeah. It is good. Um Favorite characters?
Oh, right. So I've got I think it might be three or technically two. So it's got to be Dante because he's the main guy,
Yeah.
wisecracking, sarcastic guy, and the other two are the thick red and blue demons who are on the aeroplane who don't know how to put a DVD into a DVD player.
Yeah. Yeah,
I've
yeah.
I've only seen them a little bit, but I just write I like really thick characters and Labrador characters, which I would say Dante is a Labrador character.
I think that Dante's definitely he's wisecracking Labrador adjacent, isn't he? He's in
Yeah.
like he's in the same family as Vash the Stampede.
Mm.
Um but probably not as I think he's too sweary to be true Labrador, if that makes sense. I don't think he's optimistic enough. He's a bit cynical.
Yeah. There was a weird amount of swearing in this, wasn't there?
Yeah. Again, only adds it to it for me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it. I mean, in my normal vocabulary, I swear quite a lot.
Me too.
So,
It's fine. I kind of like it when you've got like I think it's insane that we are depicting adults in battles who are not swearing. I
mm.
just don't believe that you could fight demons and not be like fuck. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Like it does it's insane to me when you have yeah, so when like cartoons are showing like all these like really intense action and no one's being like shit shit shit.
yeah, yeah. I would be.
So, yeah, I think anyone would. And that's kind of what makes it so relatable. I also like Virgil. He's moody and brooding and the kind of character I would fall in love with as a teenager. Because I think inside he's probably got a heart of gold and is just misunderstood.
Do you think it's maybe he's a bit like Trigun, the original series,
Yeah.
with these weird brother knives?
Are they the same? Millions of knives. No one's going to turn into a villain with a name like that.
Uh,
They're basically the same story, though, aren't they?
I I think a different setting, but yeah,
Different setting, aliens instead of demons,
yeah.
right? That's what it boils down to. The
And
difference.
as we were talking about before, it's got some good voice actors in this.
It
Um,
has. Tell me about your new best friend.
Yep. So obviously from the on the back of me getting nearly every single voice actor wrong because I didn't recognize any of them because I don't know fuck all. Um, I deliberately look at them now to see if I can start recognize them. So Johnny Young Bosch is in this, who does the
Yeah.
voice of Vash Stampede, Kurosaki Ichigo,
Yeah.
and a few other massive voices.
Yeah.
Um,
Sabo, One Piece, Broly, Dragon Ball.
yeah. And
Yep, yep, yep.
I'm looking it up. Kevin Conroy as well. He's a voice for Batman in that animated series in the games as well. He's got
Yeah.
he plays the vice president anyway. Um,
Yeah, and he's got such a good voice. We were talking about him
yeah,
before. Like I think he's just sounds some people just sound tall, and I think he does. He's got like a Ron Perlman kind of quality to his voice.
yeah.
Obviously, they're very different, but it's that kind it feels like it's
He's
very
got
resonant.
7-foot Tom, bro.
Yeah, although you did point out that you think he's lanky rather than tall, which is a different category of tallness.
Yeah. To me, anyway, me being a non-tall person.
And therefore probably seeing it from a different perspective.
Just insult us.
It's not insulting, it's factual. If you're insulted by it, that's a demon you have to wrestle on your own. I can't help. I can't help that. Although I am supposed to be, my New Year's resolution was to stop taking the mick out of people for things that they cannot change about themselves.
Was that your New Year's resolution?
That was one of them, yeah. Was going to be to try and be a bit more of a good person. And that felt like a good start.
Good person. But what were you thinking about?
Wow,
like,
no need to sound quite so disbelieving, Kris. One of my best friends. What does that say about you? If you're friends with this cunt.
And don't turn this around on me. I'm just thinking, when you make new resolutions, there's normally a tipping point, like, oh, I had too much chocolate last year. It's like me, but having a New Year's resolution where, oh, I'm gonna stop kicking orphans. And you're like, oh, have you done it a lot? I just made that. I just made it that resolution.
No, but I sometimes am, quite quick to jab.
Not in public.
Basically. Not in public, no. But I was gonna try and stop being such a smart ass, basically. It's failed spectacularly.
Fair.
And like doing healthy stuff. The healthy stuff has stuck. I'm doing great.
That's why we don't have snacks
despite
anymore.
what random Christians on Instagram would have you believe. So let's talk about the music. Theme tune by Limp Bizkit. It's also got Rage. You mentioned Rage Against the Machine as well. Contribute to the music as well.
Yeah.
Which is again a kind of Netflix. I think Netflix influence, because they do a similar thing with the. Not to keep talking about Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk's going to be the new Mushishi. In terms of how much I love it and want to talk about it all the time. But it does set a bar. And that also has a really great soundtrack, including a song which I didn't realise was by Idris Elba. Did you know Idris Elba has a rap career?
Does he?
Yeah, and it's actually... Yeah, and he's annoyingly good at that too.
What? To be fair,
one of the songs...
What can't he do? What, isn't he like...
What can't he do? One of his songs is in Cyberpunk. I don't know if it's the anime or the game, but it's in one of them.
So
he has a character modelled after him in Cyberpunk. Yeah.
He's an actor. He's a video game model. He was voted.
Video game model.
I don't know how many times the sexiest man in the world.
Rightly so. He's a good-looking guy.
And he can what? Rap?
He is a boxer. He's a boxer. He talks about toxic masculinity and the importance of male role models in a really healthy and charming manner.
Yeah.
I think he also speaks French. I don't know. I might be making that bit up. Either that or he was in a thing that was based on a French story.
He probably can. I wouldn't put it past it. He's in The Office as well.
French. He's in The Office. Yeah, he appears in he's actually quite funny and can take the mick out of himself. Yeah, I think he might be one of the best humans Earth has ever produced.
Yeah.
But he's not in Devil May Cry. But Limp Bizkit are, and I was loving it. And I have been listening to new metal playlists all day because of this.
Oh, really?
Soundtrack. Yeah, I enjoyed it. How about you?
Yeah, it took me back because I used to be that new metal kind of guy. A little bit of Slipknot and... Yeah.
Did you have a Slipknot hoodie?
No, I didn't. I was poor. I can't have merch.
Do you know, I feel like the Slipknot hoodie, I feel like lots of people had them. and they were always like the cool alternative kids. Do you know what I mean? Like they're not cool, but it's only because they don't care about what cool is.
Yeah.
But they were cool. They always had a Slipknot or an Offspring. Do you remember with the skull
Yeah.
hoodie?
Or
I
a
feel like
beanie.
those two hoodies or a beanie. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Anyway,
I get that. I was never allowed to do
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like
No, you did have the hair though.
that. Not anymore.
I've seen pictures. Not anymore. Not anymore. That was your punishment for
Yeah.
attempting. But you had hair that looked like it had been straightened. It was like flaxen silk.
Yeah, it was long. Actually, the picture that I've got with that is in front of a Slipknot poster. Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
baggy
So
jeans,
I was
wallet
going to
chains.
yes. So this was going to lead me on to a little game I was going to play, which is
Oh,
I was going to give you 30 seconds to name as many 90s and noughties trends that you can remember that Devil
okay.
May Cry reminded you of. And I'm going to count them off as you do it.
Any trends in the 90s and noughties?
Just trends that you think the Devil May Cry kid would embrace.
Oh, you
We've
probably have
mentioned a few. Hang on, let me start the
because
timer. Wait
all
for
right.
it. This is great TV. I should have got this ready. Okay, go.
Baggy jeans, wallet chains, um, spacers in his ears. Probably that weird thing where you'd pierce the top of your ear. Um,
Yeah.
dermal piercing.
Yeah.
Um, are them jeans that were too long for you and they used to wear at the back, and then when it was raining, they
Road
used to get
sweepers.
hot. Yeah, Geordie jeans.
Yeah.
Um, um, a band t-shirt, probably an emo
Yeah.
one.
Green Day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Walkman.
Yeah.
Um, shag bands.
Literally, shag bands was the one in my head. I was wondering if Chris is going to say shag bands, and you're at a minute.
Oh,
So
right.
that was you thought of 9 things. I think we'll probably watch back and realize you listed loads more. Wallet chains,
Uh,
I'll give you for an even 10. Um,
yeah.
yeah, shag bands was the one I was like the Devil May Cry kid would be in shag bands, one of those little choker like stretched chokers.
Is that what you thought they are?
Yeah, no shag bands, no. But do you remember those little like lacy chokers that were like stretchy? You'd have like the
Oh,
shag
yeah,
bands
yeah.
on and one of those. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wasn't so skinny as a kid that I thought a bracelet was a necklace. I haven't let myself decline that much.
No, I thought you went. I thought you thought they were shag bands. No, right.
No, 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 no. Uh, Fabulous. So we watched the first 3 episodes. We've talked about the music, talked about the design, talked about the characters.
Yeah.
What hopes do you have for the series?
I kind of hope it gets a bit more plot. You know what I mean? I do
Yeah,
like the
okay,
high
nice.
octane pacing of it, but it's one of
Yeah.
them ones where I'll have to do it in a couple of sittings because it's like I'm not getting much. It's a lot more style over substance for me that I'm getting out of it, which is fine, but it's
Yeah.
kind of like it's not a massive plot I can switch off and watch it, but it's not the type of anime that I would just binge watch all. It's 8 episodes, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then
I
there's
think
a
so.
season
It's
two
not very
coming out
many.
soon.
Yeah. They're also making a Monster Hunter Wilds,
Oh,
I
is it?
feel like. Yeah, as like another like video game offering from Netflix to anime,
Right.
which I
Just gonna
think will
be
be
loads of
fun.
I just think all the cats cooking weird things that you'll see.
I hope that's true and not just a random rumor. Anyway, are you going to watch past 3 episodes in the hopes of a more plot?
So at the minute, right, I am
Yeah.
watching whatever we're doing for the week, the 3 episodes or a film, and I'm plodding on with One Piece. So I don't think I
Yeah.
will. All my time's been taken up, and it's if it was really good and it had us hooked, I would. But I would say normally if I wasn't watching all them other things, I would watch it in the background or maybe just get it over with
Yeah.
in an afternoon. But nah, I don't think I am. I might revisit it when I finish One
That's
Piece in
fair.
7 years.
When you've retired and are in a home.
Yeah, yeah. Remember Devil May Cry, kids.
Great. So next week, our we've got a bit of a different one. So instead of choosing either or, we're going to choose what order do we do this in, because we've each picked an Easter themed anime. I'm doing and I've picked an anime called Asagi Drop, which is supposed to be a cute slice of life about a dad and his daughter.
Hopefully,
And
there's no
you
weird
have
stuff in
picked,
between them.
hopefully, there's no weird stuff in between them that has been cut out by them by the anime studio from the original source material that I may or may not have discovered after I locked in my choice.
Yeah, we do kind of a little Google just to make sure there's nothing too weird in series, and then just before this,
Yeah,
Phoebe was just like, "Oh no, I've picked a weird one,"
yeah, yeah,
but it's locked in
and
now.
apparently they have. Yeah, it's locked in now, and apparently they have made a choice to try and make the anime less problematic than the original manga. So it'll be interesting to see, do we find the anime problematic and weird? At the very least, that'll fill 20 minutes of chat. So I'm kind of hoping I don't win. um, and you have picked.
So we're originally going to do something Easter related, and what do you
Yeah.
have at Easter? What is the most important thing?
Jesus and the
Eggs.
fact that he died
Yes,
for our
eggs.
sins.
Eggs.
Okay, eggs.
Chocolate eggs. So I've picked Rooster Fighter because what do roosters lay?
Nothing, because they're men.
But they are chicken adjacent. And what do chickens lay?
Roosters
Eggs.
lay hens.
Lay with
Hey.
hens. Lay on.
Yeah, yeah. Well, kind of. It's cloaca to cloaca, isn't it, with birds?
Anyway, we're flipping a coin to see who goes first.
I think it's cloaca to cloaca. I feel like it's one all-purpose shoot for anyway, something to explore. So we're flipping a coin. Weird
Um.
daddy-daughter stuff or weird chicken butt stuff.
Oh yeah. I'm picking Rooster Fighter. I didn't actually say the name. It's meant to be a parody of like One Punch Man, Fist of the Northern Star, but with chickens.
Yeah.
Um.
Which I'm kind of into. I kind of want to see, so that there is part of me hoping that you win.
Well, we're doing both anyway. But would you like?
We'll do
I've got a
both anyway, yeah.
special what's it called Hellenic heritage token. One side's got a Knights Templar on,
Ooh.
and the other one's got a map on. Do you want knights or maps?
Oh, can I have maps, please?
Yeah, no problem. Right, so
Okay.
I've got it.
And you're
I'll just
going to do
move this
this.
away for a sec.
Yeah, yeah.
Honestly, you and
We,
you're
I,
accusing me of cheating. Right.
that's because the first challenge we ever did. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
And you pick maps, yeah?
No, hand up. Hand up. Yeah.
You pick maps.
Reveal. Yeah.
That is knights.
Nice. It looks like we're doing cockfighting.
Yes. It's an Easter special.
Excellent. I'm actually quite pleased it's turned out that way. Thanks so much for your time, Kris. This was a fun one. And I'll look forward to seeing you next week after we've watched Rooster Punch or whatever it's called.
It's called Cockfight. Just Google it, you'll find it.
Can't wait. See you later. Love you, everyone.
Bye.